Alright, so we have two vocabulary words that are going to be critical in this unit. The first one is population, which is a group of the same type of organism living in the same area. An ecosystem is all the living and non-living things interacting in a particular area. So the ecologist from the last video studies a jelly population. So she studies a group of jellies, which is a living organism that live in a certain area. The jelly population is part of a larger ecosystem that is made up of many populations of organisms in the area. So an ecosystem has living and non-living things that interact in a certain area. One of those living things is a jelly, and that is one of the populations in that area's ecosystem. So we're going to be using these words a lot. I'll refer back to the definitions a lot, but if you're ever working and you want to know the definitions, you can always check the glossary. So you go to the lesson brief, and then you can go to the glossary here. So we have a multiple language glossary or just a regular glossary. Click on the regular one that will have English and Spanish. You can just scroll on the screen. But if you click on this one, it's going to open up. Oh, well, that's new. Or wait, no, that's not new. I'm just confused. There's really no way to get in here, so you got to go full text to get to the different, which takes you to the library, and then that allows you to get to the different languages. And so to do that, you click on the table contents, and you can go into Arabic, Chinese, French, Haitian, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, Tagalog, Urdu, and Vietnamese. Anyways, back to lesson 1.2, activity 2. So we have a unit question, and then that unit question is, why do populations change size in an ecosystem? So population sizes can decrease, they can stay the same, or they can increase. So ecologists are especially interested in populations that change size quickly. So in order to gain a deeper understanding of why populations would change sizes in an ecosystem, we are going to study a jelly population explosion in a place, a fictional place called the Glacier Sea. So we have a message from Dr. Tiana Washington. She's the head ecologist at the Glacier Sea Research Center. She says, "Congratulations on your new position with Glacier Sea Research Center. Our team of ecologists studies changes to populations in Glacier Sea. We often observe small increases and decreases in the sizes of populations. However, over the past few years, we have been observing a much larger change. The moon jelly population has mysteriously increased in size by a huge amount. We would like your help investigating what is causing the moon jelly population in Glacier Sea to increase." So Glacier Sea and the moon jelly population we are studying are not real. However, they're based on moon jelly population increases in the Arctic environment, which is a real environment. So the research you do will be very similar to the real research the ecologist was doing in the video that we watched. So now what I want you to do is I want you to think about any initial ideas you have about the size of the population jelly increase. So why, this is our chapter 1 question, is, what caused the size of the moon jelly population in Glacier Sea to increase? So that's what we'll be studying in chapter 1, is what caused the size of the moon jelly population in Glacier Sea to increase. So obviously you can't talk to your partner right now because you're doing this by yourself, but I want you to think about what are some ideas that you think could have caused the size of the moon jelly population in Glacier Sea to increase.